champ, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Spin on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Spin on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the gang now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just the heel. Spin on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Spin on, spin move, in zone, scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Damon Arnett up to make the tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now it's Carr. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 26-yard line.
On on the ground. This is Derrick Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 30-yard line.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A quick throw by Brady, complete. Oh, some strong running. He's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
15-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of
In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 1st downs and 3 points.
Yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Now Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On first down, Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it's going to be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 12-yard line. It's a big run that time by Henry. 43 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Just keeping the play alive. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Derrick Henry. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Fourth. Down and 1.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down. As he's tackled at the 2.
For a Lions. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Lions 10. Saints nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at the
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
tackle made by A.J.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Green over the pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing now is Brady. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
At the 43-yard line.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. He's at the 30, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A rare pick 6 thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick 6s in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Brady. They set up the screen for Henry. Gets through, and now an opening. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. This one caught by Isabella. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Brady going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Henry, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Lions 17, Saints 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field are covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Found his target, it's Anderson. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And 10. Here's Carr. He'll air this one out from Mims. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
This is taken in. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
8-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. But here comes Diggs. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Henry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Way in punt formation.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Dances by it. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Saints.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Coming off a career year in 2019, Leonard Fournette. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Throwing again. Carr. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He's got a man. Complete. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Robbie Anderson. 79 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Lions 27, Saints 14. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. A good pick up there at 20 yards. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. first down. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
The 14-yard line.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Brady. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Brady again here on 2nd and 10.
Throw left outside, complete to Isabella. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
49-yard line.
Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard.
First down carry for Henry. Bulldozes past him. And now he bowls him over. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Lions on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this a 39-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Carr now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterback...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Carr again. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
2-point attempt there due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd won that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 92% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady going to look to throw. That's Isabella open on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it'll move the chains. What a game for this offense and the 43-year-old QB Tom Brady. And, hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got him. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
37.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Detroit, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign.